Welcome to all of you in today's lecture of class 10th chapter magnetic effect of electric current. So in today's lecture we will start the second chapter of physics, that is magnetic effect of electric current. Okay. So in this lecture we have to study first about the magnetic field. Okay. Actually we all know about the history of magnetite, the ore of magnet is magnetite Fe3O4. So we all know about the different type of magnets, for example like as a bar magnet. Okay, so first we will start from the bar magnet. First we will study about the bar magnet and its magnetic field and the magnetic field lines of the bar magnet and its properties. Then we will discuss in the next lecture, we will discuss that how magnetic field can be created with the help of electric current. So in today's lecture we will discuss about the magnetic field and the magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. Okay, so we all know about the bar magnet. Bar magnet contains two poles, one is the north pole and second one is the south pole. Okay, and if I will cut this magnet from here, then this will be like this, and another part I am this is suppose the first part and this will be the second part. I am showing the second part like this. Okay, this is the second part. If I cut this magnet like this, then after cutting first it was a north pole, then this part will behave as a south pole, and this one was the south pole, this one is the north pole. Means if we cut any magnet, then we cannot separate any single pole of a magnet. If we cut any magnet, then we cannot separate any single monopole of the magnet. Means in any magnet contains always two poles, means north pole as well as south pole. So we can say that magnetic dipole exists but magnetic monopole does not exist. So first point is here, magnetic, you can write as a magnetic dipole exists. Dipole means magnet contains two poles. Okay, north pole and south pole. Magnetic dipole exists. And we can write the second point, magnetic monopole. Monopole means single pole. Magnetic monopole does not exist. There is no any existence of magnetic monopole. Okay, but in case of electricity, electric field is also there. In case of electricity, electric monopole exists, means there is a existence of a single charge plus q. There will be an electric dipole also. Okay, plus the dipole is a combination of two charges plus q and minus q, means the two charges having equal magnitude but opposite in nature, placed at a very short distance. You will study about the dipole in higher classes, and they are placed at a very short distance 2a. Okay, means like as magnetic dipole, electric dipole also exists, but magnetic monopole does not exist, but electric monopole exists. Electric monopole means there is a existence of single charge in electric field. Okay, so this is the main point, means magnetic monopole does not exist but electric monopole exists. You can write here for your knowledge, electric monopole exists. Electric monopole exists means single plus q or minus q charge exists. Electric monopole exists. Okay, you can write electric monopole exists means single plus q or minus q charge exists. Electric dipole also exists. Electric dipole in higher classes you will study about electric quadrupole, octapole, like this. Electric dipole exists. Okay, so means main difference is that magnetic monopole does not exist but electric monopole exists. Okay, so you can note down these points. Okay. Now we will discuss about the magnetic field. Just like as we have already studied in electricity chapter, the electric field. What is the electric field? You know, there is a single charge, suppose plus q, then the region surrounding this charge in which the force is exerted by this charge, means the region surrounding this charge in which this can exert a force. Okay, means we have studied here the electric field lines away from the positive charge, like this one. This is the case of electricity, we have already studied. And electric field lines for minus q charge is always towards the charge. So this is the case of electricity, means electric field lines, there is a electric field in plus q charge, and minus q charge, means for every charge. And electric field lines, electric field is away from the positive charge and electric field is towards the negative charge. So in the same case, there is a magnetic field surrounding a magnet. Okay, if we have a magnet, suppose this is a bar magnet, then there will be a magnetic field around this magnet in which the magnetic force is exerted by this magnet. Means we can define the magnetic field as the space surrounding a magnet, in which the magnetic force is exerted. Means how? If we place any another magnet here, if we place suppose any another magnet here, north pole, south pole, or we can place compass needle. Okay, suppose I place here compass needle, you know very well. Okay, so suppose this is the north pole, or this is the north pole and this is the south pole. Okay, so we can actually in compass needle there are both the two poles, north as well as south. So here we assume that the hypothetical north pole, we generally we say about only north pole of the compass needle, but there exists two poles in compass needle also, north as well as south. So this north pole of the bar magnet will repel this north pole of the compass needle, so it exerts a force on the compass needle. And if I place here the compass needle, suppose like this one compass needle I am placing here, then it also exert a force. So the region surrounding a magnet in which the magnetic force is exerted is called the magnetic field. Okay, so I am writing here the definition. We can write the definition of magnetic field. So how we can write the space magnetic field? The space surrounding a magnet in which magnetic force is exerted, called what? Magnetic field. Okay, the space surrounding a magnet in which magnetic force is exerted is called magnetic field. Okay, so here the magnetic, in terms of magnetic field, there will be a magnitude and well as direction also. There will be a direction of magnetic field. How we can determine the direction? We will discuss later now. Okay, later on. Okay, so magnetic, we can write here magnetic field. Magnetic field has both, means the magnitude. Magnetic field has both the magnitude as well as direction. Magnetic field has both the magnitude as well as direction. So it is a scalar or vector. If any quantity has both magnitude and direction, then it will be vector. But this is not the complete definition of vector, you know. Okay, so but here due to the direction and magnitude, it is a vector quantity. So magnetic field is vector quantity. You can also note down this point. Okay, so now this is the, you can note down this, the definition of magnetic field, and magnetic field is vector quantity. Okay, now we will study about the magnetic field lines. Actually, what are the magnetic field lines of a bar magnet? Next topic is magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. Magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. Okay, so suppose this is a bar magnet. Suppose this is a bar magnet, and this is the north pole of the bar magnet, and this is the south pole of the bar magnet. So actually, what are the magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines we can draw. Actually, magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines. Magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines in space time. Space time always, or we can say in space. Okay, along which magnetic north pole or the north pole of compass needle would move. Okay, means what is the meaning of this? If I place a compass, the north pole of the compass needle here, suppose this is north pole, then in which direction the north pole of the compass needle will move, that will be the direction of magnetic field lines. Okay, magnetic field lines. Suppose if I place the north pole of the compass needle here, then this pole will repel it. So it means magnetic field lines will be like this, means the magnetic field lines will be edge in which the force is exerted on magnetic north pole. Okay, or the north pole of the compass needle, or we can say in which the north pole of the compass needle would move. Suppose I place the north pole of the compass needle here, north pole of the compass needle here, then the south pole of the bar magnet will attract this north pole of the magnet. So what will be the magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines will be like this. From here it will repel the north pole, and at this it will attract the north pole. It means magnetic field line will emerge from the north pole of the bar magnet, and it will come to the south pole of the bar magnet. We will draw it again properly. Just now we are understanding the topic. Suppose I place the north pole of the magnetic compass needle here, then this will repel each other, means force will exerted in this direction. And if I put the north pole of the compass needle here, then the south pole of this bar magnet will attract this north pole. Yes or no? So in this case we can say that north pole is repelled. So in which direction? Suppose in this case compass needle here, north pole will repel, south pole will attract from here. And suppose here I am placing the compass needle here, so then what will happen? Suppose this is north, this is south, north pole will repel and south pole will attract. That's why magnetic field line is like this. Okay, here north pole, at this place north pole is repelling by this one, and here the south pole is attracting to the north pole. So how the compass needle, magnetic north of the compass needle will move? It will move like this. Okay, so this will be the magnetic field line. So in this way, magnetic field line will emerge from the north pole and enter at the south pole of a bar magnet. Okay, and here it is again emerging from the north pole and entering at the south pole of a bar magnet. But see here, outside the magnet, the magnetic field lines are emerging from the north pole and entering to the south pole, means outside magnetic field lines north to south. Okay, but the magnetic field lines, please remember, magnetic field lines makes a closed continuous loop. Closed continuous loop means the magnetic field lines are also inside the bar magnet. These are also inside the bar magnet, but they are from south to north. Okay, and like here same, magnetic field line will again come from the south to north inside the bar magnet. So inside the bar magnet, the magnetic field lines are from south to north. So in this way, you can see here there will be more magnetic field lines. Okay, we can represent the magnetic field lines like this. Okay, we can represent the magnetic field lines here will be, okay, like this. Okay, I will make the proper figure here. So how we can represent the magnetic field lines properly? Okay, now what we have seen here, suppose this is a bar magnet. Suppose this is a bar magnet. I am making here a bar magnet. Okay, suppose this is a bar magnet. This is the north pole of a bar magnet, and this one is the south pole of the bar magnet. Okay, so here we see that the magnetic field lines outside the bar magnet from north pole to the south pole, and inside the magnetic field line is from south pole to north pole. Outside north to south, and inside it is south to north. Similarly, I can represent here outside the magnet it is from north to south, and inside the magnetic field line is from south to north. Okay, I can represent more magnetic field lines. This is the next magnetic field line. Outside it is also north to south, north from north pole to south pole, and inside the magnetic field line is from south pole to north pole. Okay, in the similar way we can represent some more magnetic field lines. Suppose this is any another magnetic field line. Outside you can see this is north to south, and inside it is from south to north. Okay, so this is the pattern. In this way we can represent the pattern of magnetic field lines. You can make properly. Okay, you can make a proper diagram. You can with proper drawing, in the proper drawing form you can say. Okay, this is any another magnetic field line. Suppose this is any another magnetic field line. Outside magnetic field line will be from south to north. Okay, and inside, sorry, outside north to south, and inside south to north. Okay, we are representing any another magnetic field line like this. So in this way we can represent these magnetic field lines outside north to south, and inside north to outside north to south, and inside south to north. Okay, so we can represent some magnetic field lines like this one, so that it means the magnetic field lines are emerging like this one, suppose. Okay, no need to make more, and entering at this pole like this. Sorry, no intersection will be there. In this way we can represent the magnetic field lines. So this is the pattern of magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. Okay, so this is the pattern of the magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. Okay, so what we have observed here, actually what will be the definition of magnetic field lines? So this is the heading is magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. So first we will describe and write the definition of magnetic field lines. So heading is magnetic field lines. Okay, so how we can define the magnetic? So we can write the definition of magnetic field lines. Just we have drawn this. So magnetic field lines, I am writing here. You can note down the notes. Magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines. Magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines. Imaginary lines means, please, this is the main important. Okay, imaginary lines means these are no any real lines. It means we have not drawn any real lines around any magnet. We just imagine these magnetic field lines for the representation of magnetic field. Okay, so magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines in space time, along which space time in a magnetic field, along which north magnetic pole, along which north magnetic pole would move. So this will be the definition of magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines are the imaginary lines in space time or in a magnetic field along which north magnetic pole would move. So this is the magnetic field lines pattern of a bar magnet. Okay. So please make a proper diagram for magnetic field lines. Please note that the magnetic field lines, no two magnetic field lines should not intersect each other. Magnetic field lines never intersect each other. So whenever you will make the magnetic field line, so please the magnetic field lines should not intersect to each other. Okay. So this is the definition of magnetic field lines. You can take the screenshot of this one. Then I will write the properties of the magnetic. Okay. So I am erasing this one. Okay. I have removed this one. So now properties of magnetic field lines. So these are the magnetic field lines. We will study about properties of magnetic field lines. This will be your next heading, properties of magnetic field lines. I will write here the properties of magnetic field lines one by one. First, please understand. Here you can see that the magnetic field lines are making a closed continuous loop. Magnetic field lines make a closed continuous loop, means outside the magnet these are from north pole to south pole, and inside these are from south pole to north pole. So we cannot fix the emerging point and entering point, means the ending point, means starting point, and we can't define properly the starting point and ending point of a magnetic field line. Just we can say only that outside these are from north pole to south pole, and inside these are from south pole to north pole. We can't fix the emerging point and ending point of magnetic field line because they form a closed continuous loop. So this is the first property of magnetic field lines. This is one of the property that magnetic field lines make a closed continuous loop. Outside these are from north pole to south pole, and inside these are from south pole to north pole. So I am writing here the property of this magnetic field line. Okay, I have written here the first property which I explained you. The magnet, the first property is number one, we can say. Okay, means one of the property. The magnetic field lines make a closed continuous loop, means outside the magnet from north pole to south pole, and inside the magnet from south pole to north pole. Okay. So you can write this first property, and then I will write number second property, third property, and fourth property. You will note down all the properties. Okay. So you can take a screenshot for this one. Okay. Now I am explaining you the second property, and then I will write here. Okay. So please first understand what is the second property of magnetic field lines. The magnetic field lines, okay, magnetic field lines are closer at the poles. Okay, are closer at the poles. You can see here closer at the north pole and closer at the south pole, but they are widely spread at the other places. Means magnetic field lines are closer to north pole and closer to south pole, and they are widely spread at the other areas. And please note that if the magnetic field lines are closer to each other at any place, then there will be strong magnetic field, and the places where the magnetic field lines are far away from each other or are away from each other, then there will be a weak magnetic field. Okay, so we can write the second property there. The magnetic field lines are closer at the poles of the bar magnet, and they are widely separated at the other places. That's why the magnetic field at the poles of bar magnet will be strong, because the magnetic field lines are closer to each other, and other places the magnetic field is weak. Okay, so I am writing the second okay, so This is the second property I have written here. The magnetic field lines are closer to one another near the poles of a bar magnet. Okay, and they are widely separated. They are widely separated at other places. This indicates a strong magnetic field at poles and weak magnetic field at other places. Okay, you can write this property also. Okay, so you have to write this one, the second property of magnetic field lines. Okay, you can take the screenshot. So now this we can write this property like as also, if the magnetic field lines are closer to each other, then there will be strong magnetic field. You can write this like as third, if the magnetic field lines are closer to each other, then this represents a strong magnetic field. At that place, and if they are away from each other, means magnetic field lines are away from each other, then it represents what? Weak magnetic field. It represents a weak magnetic field. So you can write this property also like this one. Okay, so I think you can take a screenshot also. So this is the third property. Now see a very important property I am telling you, the number 4. If we draw any tangent in the magnetic field lines, okay, suppose actually you know about the tangent. Suppose this is a curved line, then the tangent at this point will be the straight line like this. Okay, and suppose this is north and this is the south pole. The tangent at here will be like this, tangent at this point will be like this. So if we draw the tangent at any point in a magnetic field line, then the tangent gives the direction of net magnetic field. We know the magnetic field by the capital letter B. Just we denotes the electric field by capital E. This is for electric field and capital B for magnetic field. Means if we draw the tangent at any point of a magnetic field line, then the tangent will represent the direction of net magnetic field at that point. Okay, suppose I draw a tangent here. So here the tangent will be like this. So this will be the direction of B net. B means magnetic field. Magnetic field is represented by the capital letter B. Okay, suppose I want to know the direction of magnetic field at this point, net magnetic field. So I will draw the tangent here, then this will be the direction of net magnetic field. So what is the next property? The next property of magnetic field line is that if we draw a tangent at any point, tangent on a magnetic field line at any point, then this gives the direction of net magnetic field. So I am writing this property here. Okay, so here I have written this property also. If we draw a tangent on magnetic field lines, then it gives the direction of net magnetic field at that place or at that point. Okay, so you can write this fourth property also. Okay, you can take a screenshot and you have to write this one. Okay, so this is the fourth property. Now we will discuss one more property of magnetic field lines, and this is also an important property. This property tells us that the two magnetic field lines can never intersect to each other. So why they can not intersect to each other? If they will intersect, then what will happen? Please see here. Suppose this is a bar magnet. Suppose this is one of the magnetic field line like this, Okay, this is one of the magnetic field line. I am drawing the second magnetic field line like this. Suppose this is my second magnetic field line. This is wrong, but we considering that two magnetic field lines are intersecting each other, we can represent this like as also. Okay, suppose this is the first magnetic field line, this is the second magnetic field line. Two magnetic field lines are intersecting to each other. Then what will happen? You can see here, I told you that if we draw the tangent at any point in the magnetic field line, then it will represent the direction of net magnetic field. So here what will be at the intersection point? This is the point of intersection. This is the point of intersection. Then what will happen? At the point of intersection, we can draw two tangents. How? Please see here. For this magnetic field line, this one, the tangent will be at this, like this. Okay. For this magnetic field line, the tangent will be like this. So there is the two directions of magnetic field, which is not possible at one point. There will be always one direction. The compass needle will stay only in one fixed direction at any place in the magnetic field. Okay, compass needle will not continuously vibrate along these 2 points. Their direction of compass needle at a fixed point will be always fixed in a fixed direction. So this is not possible, because if they will intersect to each other, then there will be two directions of magnetic field at the point of intersection, which is not possible. Okay, here in this case we can draw a tangent like this, and we can draw the second tangent like this. Okay, so there will be two possible directions of magnetic field, which is impossible. Okay, which is impossible. So please remember and note down that no two magnetic field line intersect each other, means two magnetic field lines can never intersect to each other. So whenever you will draw the pattern of magnetic field lines for anyone, either for bar magnet, later on you will draw for solenoid, for circular coil, then magnetic field lines should not intersect to each other. Okay, so I will write this property here, then I will show you. Okay, now I have written here this property of magnetic field lines. So what is the property? The magnetic field lines do not intersect. I explained you. Okay, the magnetic just earlier. The magnetic field lines do not intersect or cross to each other. Okay, first we have completed this statement. The magnetic field lines do not intersect or cross to each other. Okay, then we are writing here that if the magnetic field lines will intersect, then what will happen? So if the magnetic field lines will intersect each other, then there will be two directions of magnetic field, which is impossible. We can write there will be two directions of magnetic field at a single point, at a single place. At a single place. Okay, so there will be two directions of magnetic field, two directions of, we can add here, net magnetic field. There will be two directions of net magnetic field at a single place, which is impossible. Okay, and you can see like the figure. Suppose this is the first magnetic field, this one is the second magnetic field lines. Okay, so there will be, we can draw two tangents, tangent by black ink. So this will be one direction of B net, and this will be second direction. So that not possible, it is also you have to write. Okay, so you can note down this one also. You can take the screenshot of this one. So in today's lecture we started the chapter with bar magnet. We have discussed the magnetic field and the magnetic field lines of a bar magnet. Okay, so you have to draw the magnetic field lines properly, and then you have to note down all the properties of magnetic field lines, and stay healthy, stay safe, and study regularly, be regular in studies. So thank you for today. Thank you so much.